Transform your mornings, science-backed habits for energy and focus. Start your day with scientifically proven strategies to boost energy, improve focus, and enhance overall well-being. This video dives into practical, research-backed habits, including the benefits of morning sunlight, cold exposure, and effective timing for caffeine intake. Discover how small adjustments to your routine can lead to big improvements in mood, productivity, and health. Packed with actionable insights, this guide is perfect for anyone looking to optimize their mornings and unlock their full potential. Core concepts on sleep and energy. Sleep is fundamental to health, affecting metabolism, immunity, and mental performance. One poor night of sleep doesn't ruin performance, but consistent quality sleep is critical. Aim for good sleep 80% of the time. The remaining 20% might include situations where sleep is compromised for enjoyable reasons. Circadian rhythm and body clocks. Every cell in the body has a 24-hour clock regulated by genes, requiring alignment to function optimally. Circadian misalignment, e.g., from jet lag or poor habits, impacts thinking, digestion, and immunity. Key action: synchronize your internal clock daily by exposing yourself to natural light. Morning light exposure. Morning sunlight anchors the circadian rhythm and regulates cortisol release. Natural light exposure, even on cloudy days, is superior to artificial light. Morning light resets your internal timer, improving focus, mood, and energy. Cortisol pulse. Cortisol spikes naturally once every 24 hours and is essential for alertness and temperature regulation. Delayed morning light exposure shifts the cortisol pulse, disrupting sleep patterns and mood. Misaligned cortisol rhythms can lead to depression, anxiety, and difficulty falling asleep. Practical light recommendations. Get 5 to 10 minutes of sunlight exposure within an hour of waking up. If sunlight isn't available, use bright indoor lighting and switch to natural light later. Avoid sunglasses during morning light exposure unless absolutely necessary. Dopamine and motivation. Dopamine drives motivation and is not just the pleasure molecule. Morning light exposure triggers dopamine release, increasing drive and focus. Sunlight on the skin further increases dopamine, testosterone, and estrogen production. Skin is an endocrine organ. The skin produces dopamine and other chemicals in response to sunlight exposure. UVB light stimulates keratinocytes, triggering pathways for hormone production. Hormonal changes linked to sunlight improve mood, energy, and vitality. Impact of cold exposure. Cold exposure increases dopamine and adrenaline levels for hours afterward. Short exposures to cold water can mimic the effects of drugs like cocaine in boosting dopamine, but in a healthy way. Cold water activates brain centers responsible for alertness and resilience. Cold showers and ice baths. Cold water stimulates the brain and body through adrenaline spikes. Even 20 seconds in cold water can have long-lasting effects on alertness and mood. Consistency in cold exposure is more important than duration or intensity. Caffeine intake. Drinking caffeine immediately after waking can disrupt natural adenosine clearance. Delay caffeine intake by 60 to 90 minutes to reduce afternoon energy crashes. Exercise or light activity helps clear adenosine and enhances alertness. Exercise and body temperature. Morning exercise boosts core body temperature and mental clarity. Even light physical activity in the morning can help regulate energy levels. Temperature regulation for sleep. A drop in body temperature is essential for sleep onset. Keep your room cool. Core body temperature naturally rises before waking and peaks mid-afternoon. Practical cold exposure tips. Cold showers or baths in the morning create a summer effect in the body even during winter. Cold exposure should be limited to a tolerable level to avoid hypothermia. Cold exposure not only increases adrenaline but also enhances long-term resilience and mood. General advice for mental and physical health. Creating summer inside your body, light, activity, and dopamine release helps combat winter blues and enhances vitality. Indoor lifestyles, even in sunny locations, can create winter inside the body, leading to lower energy and mood. A mix of sunlight exposure, exercise, and controlled cold exposure optimizes health and mood. Key hormonal and neurochemical effects. Dopamine and adrenaline triggered by light and cold exposure enhance motivation and energy. Melatonin release, controlled by morning light exposure, sets the stage for better sleep 16 hours later. Testosterone and estrogen boosts from sunlight exposure support overall vitality and well-being. Final summary points. Small, daily habits like morning light exposure, delayed caffeine, and cold exposure can have outsized effects on physical and mental health. Consistency in these habits leads to better hormonal balance, energy levels, and mood regulation. Thanks for tuning into this comprehensive guide on optimizing your daily routine for peak performance and vitality. If you found value in these science-backed tips, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more content on health, productivity, and wellness. Share this video with friends and family who want to take control of their mornings and live their best lives. Let us know in the comments which tip resonated most with you or if you have your own favorite morning habit. Remember, small daily habits can lead to extraordinary results. Until next time, stay focused, stay energized, and keep thriving.